Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Sosta, and today we will take a quick look at all the property management leases section. Leases are the lifeblood of any property management operation, and Odoo understands the importance of making this process as seamless and efficient as possible. With the leases section of our property management module, you can streamline every aspect of lease management, from creating the initial agreement to sending automated reminders for upcoming payments. One of the key features of the leases section is its ability to effortlessly generate lease agreements. No more spending hours drafting contracts from scratch or worrying about missing important clauses. With Odoo, you can customize these templates to your specific needs and generate agreements with just a few clicks. This not only saves your time, but also ensures consistency and accuracy across all your leases.
In the previous videos, I mentioned the list section, but more about the interface, these features, UV methods, and other parameters. Now we will go into more detail. Let's take a look at the list card itself. For your convenience, the list name is automatically generated. It includes the name of the property, the unit number, and the names of the tenants. Here you will see 5 information tabs. Let's review each one. The Summary tab displays information about the rental property, the owner, the type and terms of the lease. So first, specify the property and the unit or apartment number being rented. Choose the type of lease being established. In this case, it's fixed with rollover. Specify the lease start and date. A single unit can only have one active lease at a time. However, it is possible to enter into another lease for the same unit if the termination date of the current tenant's eviction is specified and the new lease begins after that date. This helps prevent accidental user errors and avoids any unpleasant situation that may arise as a result of such errors. Finally, enter any additional notes or conditions related to the lease termination, if applicable. The financial step contains details about the lease terms and any additional charges that may apply to the lease. Based on this information, the system automatically generates invoices for tenants, checks, and reconciles them with any existing prepayments received from the corresponding tenants. On the Rent subtab, there are a few important things to keep in mind. Firstly, you need to fill in the payment frequency, as the system automatically generates invoices based on the frequency specified in this field. Second, you must specify the due date for the first payment, and the dates of subsequent payments will be calculated and updated automatically. If you prefer to receive invoices a few days before the due date, you can easily set this option in the general system settings. However, if you need to generate invoices for a specific lease agreement, you can manually edit them in the agreement itself. Enter the amount of the rent. In the general settings, you can specify the default accounting account to which the rent payment should be assigned. This information is then automatically inserted into the lease card and subsequently into the invoices. However, you can change it manually if necessary. To make things easier and save time for users, our system provides a predefined list of additional payments that tenants make either monthly or as a one-time payment. This list can be used to automatically fill in the necessary fields when creating a lease card. It should also be noted that most of the lines for additional charges are filled in automatically based on the previous data and preset settings in the system. However, these fields can also be added manually if required, or you can add your own additional charges here. Alright, next is the Analytical Account Report subtab. Use this subtab to use the tenant's rent charges and reciprocal charges for utilities according to this lease agreement. This information is relevant for leased units where the tenant pays the utility bill in addition to the rent. You don't have to fill in this step manually, It's filled in automatically by the system. The Tenant tab displays a list of tenants associated with the lease. It is important to note that at least one tenant must be specified in order to finalize a lease agreement. Therefore, if we don't specify a tenant, we can save the lease agreement in the system as a draft. Okay, next is the Files tab, where you can store any files related to the lease. In addition, files related to the lease such as addenda or N1 forms are automatically saved here when they are created. To make the rent increase process as convenient as possible for users, all the required information in this step is automatically calculated and filled in based on the data from the lease agreement. However, if necessary, user can edit the information manually. I will explain how to work with the rent increase function in the next videos. Okay, now let's switch gears and talk about other additional features. In the upper right corner of the card, there are several buttons that allow us to perform different actions. We can use this button to print the agreement, download additional terms, set the lease end date, create an invoice, or add tenant payment. The current status of a lease is indicated within each lease. The lease may have one of the following statuses. Draft means that the lease is being prepared or negotiated. Active status indicates that the lease has been signed and is currently in effect. When a lease enters finished status, it means that the tenant has already vacated the property. However, financial transactions can still be performed on this lease, such as final settlements with the tenant. And the last one, archived. This is the final status of the lease and is assigned when the tenant has moved out and all financial transactions under the lease have been completed. At this point, the lease is sent to the archive. There are also smart buttons that provides easy access to the files, invoices, payment history, and utility bills associated with that lease. All relevant data can be viewed directly from the property management module, allowing for convenient navigation to accounting information and a seamless workflow. That's all I wanted to show you today. Stay tuned for future videos to learn more about BM Line and each of its functionalities as we grow together.